Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Take a sip of the coffee. Wonder why Discord is showing a perpetual little notification icon despite... It was for Nitro? Don't notify me for Nitro stuff, Discord. You goober. You goober. I'm not buying it. No. How is everybody doing? Hope you're all having a wonderful morning. Booting up the game right now. But yeah. I'm doing good. Just kinda relaxing, drinking some coffee. I don't go to work until 4 today. So I've got like a solid 4.5 hours left. A little bit less than that in terms of how much I'll actually stream. Bleh. But yeah. Yep. Game booted up. And switch over to it. Unmute desktop audio so that it's able to pick it up. Okay. So last time, I'll go ahead, load the game up. Last time we discovered a little trick that I'll be sure to keep in mind for as long as it's relevant, where you can make ladders. Despite ladders not being a thing, we can go up and down the crow's nest now by like a little water pillar, and I guess the hitbox just clips through the corner, but only on that specific corner, only on the 001. Oh look, a bot. Bye-bye. Yeah, only this corner, the 001 works. So, yeah, we have a way to go up there now, which was very nice to have. I do need to, like, do the interior of this at some point, maybe? I forgot this is the wheel. Look, Mom, I'm famous. I have a bot in my chat. Isn't that wonderful? It's a sign of things to come. I love this little dock area. I'm very happy with how it came out. Okay. So, we went ahead, got the crow's nest working, and then we also had gone and finished up the swamp and the outhouse in it. So if we head over this way, we'll take a quick look at that. But now that those things are done, adjust the mic, move a bit closer to my face. Okay. Now that those things are done, let's think. So really I'm just trying to think of what projects are left to do before I continue working on the arena, because what I've been doing in like these last streams was just finishing up so many little older bits that hadn't really been touched on for a while. But yeah, we have the swamp right over here. It's kind of dinky, but you know how it is. I should put like a couple of trees on the main island. Like one right there. There. Oh, I can get rid of this now that it's good. Okay. So let's go ahead and put that there. Yeah, we also have our way up and down here. We haven't done anything down here yet. I don't know what I want to do down here. I just know that I want it to eventually have some kind of build. So we went ahead and drained it out as much as we could. Alright, so let's go ahead, climb back up here. Alright. Yeah, this is insane. Being able to use the water. And it seems to also just, I think it's generally clipping on this side, but also just not on that corner. if I had to guess. It might also be clipping along that other side. Like if I have, hold up. So we'll go ahead and like block it in using slabs. I'm thinking. Quick experiment time. Good. And break these. So yeah, I can kind of clip into it there and here. And so just along this corner. This corner is where you like intersect with those. And so it can clip through blocks. And you can do ladder strats. And it's very fun. Okay. Break all these. Now, I'm trying to think of like what projects are left. We have the mine. There's just general terraforming stuff as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I could continue the pathway a little bit. If I wanted. There's just not many builds around here for me to think I need to do that. I also don't have a gravel understack on me right now. I'm just trying to think of like what I want to do with this mine build is the thing. Like I can expand it, right? Bring it over this way. It kind of comes down here. And I'm thinking of like having it bridge over to this side. Like have it come into here. Right? Let's see how this kind of matches up with those entrances, if there's like a way I've been doing them. But it seems to be just kind of coming to the outer bit of it and then doing a sort of arc. At least like along the parts where it works out to do that. So like that. So I think this is what I'm going to be working on today. This is going to be the main thing that I'm getting done. I'm trying to think. Like right now I'm kind of basing this off of I don't know if it's Twist Mountain or whatever the area is from Pokemon. There's like just some general kind of scaffolding mine area, which I think was kind of cool, and so I wanted to have something somewhat based off that. I just can't remember the exact name of it. Okay, and then I had it like go out 2 with the planks. But this area would have those link up. So I think what we'll do is that. And then that there. Now, let's go back. Well, yeah, this is how we're kind of doing it on that one, so. Use this for the posts on the corners. Good. And so now we have our bridge over to that wall. The other problem is there's just not... Like, I can kind of have this go downwards a little bit. Just have, like, a winding path to the ground. But I'm also thinking of, like, what I want to put in here. Like, some kind of mining equipment, maybe, ore piles. Because this is really just a glorified entrance, right? That's all this is. So I've gotta think about what I want to do. Can come down here. Kind of dig inwards a wee bit. Because this will probably be the part that goes down to the bottom. Where am I? Oh, over here. We'll worry about what to do with this section a little bit later. Thinking this has like these little stairways. 1, 2, 3. Do I keep the ceiling height, like, matching it? I'm trying to think. No. It is all pretty much just head length. Okay. This area is very dark and foreboding. Oh, I broke my dirt understack. No. Rip. Unfortunate. Okay. So we'll come down this final layer. This is something I'm going to need to, like, bring proper equipment to do. Like, I need a stone understack, namely. So that I can keep everything looking like a mine. Yeah, let me go ahead, get that stone understack. I do kind of like having this underground tree. Now, what I want to do with it, I'm not sure. But I do like having this tiny little grass area just hidden away from everything else. It is kind of cute. I could have this be the entrance over here, I'm thinking. So just dig forward a little bit. And then take the dirt, kind of get this area. Okay. Let's go and get the equipment needed to continue this. I need a torch understack, probably ore, definitely stone. Then I'll go ahead and think about what I want the bottom to have. I could do like mossy cobble inside of that one area, maybe. Like really go into that being a sort of natural lush cavern. I don't know why he said it like that. It was goofy. Okay. Okay. I want to say, like, there's that build. I have a list. I sent a list to Fluffy at one point. Trying to think. Where did I send it? If I look up farm, maybe? Okay. All that's left of the unfinished projects is the farm, mine, park, paths, and general terraforming, is what I had sent. And there may be other things that I'm forgetting. Like, I know there's the vaults down there, which I need to continue. That's also more of a long-term thing, like the arena. That was a new project that I started. We've done the basics of the park. There's space to add things. We just need to decide what we want to add. We've done the mine. Paths have been expanded. We've done a good bit of terraforming. Okay. Let's go ahead and just clean out our inventory before anything else, because it's kind of a mess right now. I also find it funny that that one sponge understack became a clean stack. Okay. Logs will keep. Planks may as well. We're gonna make more anyway. Take a piece of each ore. Just deciding what I want to go ahead and understack. Okay. Can put the actual coal up there. My inventory is an actual mess right now. We won't worry, but, well, no, because I want to do the paths as well today. We've got a good bit of time. It's going to be a long stream. Plus, I need the path to lead over to the mine anyway. I don't need grass. We're not trying to grow anymore. That one area already has some. Saplings can go in here. We'll put the water spawner blocks where they belong. Piece of gold ore, piece of iron. Don't have access to diamond ore as a building block, which is unfortunate. Then again, we probably wouldn't be duping that anyway. I mean, if it was for a build, maybe, but eh. It's probably best to try and leave it valuable. Cobble, I can honestly just get rid of. I mean, I'll make furnaces to not waste it. There's gonna be plenty more cobble in my inventory anyway. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't have headphones, so I can't hear your responses. How are these people in my house? Oh? Wait. What people? What's going on? Thanksgiving stuff? Alright, good. We'll do the gravel. Drop down a floor, clear up my inventory a bit. We'll do slabs as well. That could be helpful. Kind of fence in the ore piles that we're gonna have down below. Want to do that. Hello, sheep. Feathers. Pork chop. Cobble I can go ahead and just toss. That's good. Put the slab back where it goes as well. Furnaces are right here. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have furnaces for the build, actually. That could be fun. Okay. And then this one slab that's left taking up a space can go right here. Oh, did the frame perfect. Auto walk! Okay. We'll see what all we have in terms of understacks over here. This could be good to have. Oh, we already had ore understacks. Oh, that works. Don't want to screw with bedrock for this. As nice as it could be to use in the build, there's also just no undoing that. Thinking. Planks don't really matter too much. Okay, so we need to go ahead, make the chest right here since we're already right here. Go ahead and get the TNT. And we can use mossy cobble for the pillar up. It's fine. Okay. Take that. And that should be good in terms of things for the build, for the mine. Once we finish the mine, honestly, we'll see what we do. Probably continue the pathways today. I don't want to jump to the arena if I get done with this today, because I kind of want to, like, dedicate a stream to working on that. But let's go ahead, get away from the pathways, so I'm not somehow damaging those. Go. And do the dirt, furnace, gravel, slab, torch. Oh, I still need stone. That's what I'm forgetting. That's what I'm forgetting. Okay. The main block I actually need for the walls of the mine itself. Nah, I don't need that. We don't have a... No, we don't. Okay. There we go. Back we go, back we go. Climb on back and we'll be off. This mossy cobble understack will probably end up breaking, but we're gonna see. Come on. Everything else seems fine. Good. Get all these to be properly understacked. And they're all before it. Let's go ahead and just make sure that these are nice and stable. 10, 10. The dirt one I don't think is necessarily stable, but the rest should be fine. We just need to not go ahead and pick all that stuff up over there, which is easy enough to do. Seems fine. Go ahead and get this torn back down. Toss you. Okay. Inventory is set. We're all good to go. And get started on the mine once again. I like these little stones poking up out of the water. That's just a cute little bit of custom terrain. Okay. Mine is over here. Get the torches out, because I'm going to need those and all the posts for the little bit that we already expanded. And we're going to finish up the sort of entrance point down to the rest of it. Okay. So anywhere where there is a pillar, we'll go ahead and get. Right here too as well, I guess. Yeah. Get all those. Get the insides. That more or less how I had that. Trying to make sure this is all relatively consistent. Yeah, this seems about right. Yeah. I just used a whole lot of torches. Did I want to do posts inside of here? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Over here, at least, we kind of have, like, this hole in the mine, which is fun. Do that to keep it, keep it safe. And we're gonna go ahead and just make all of this part stone to kind of match up with it. And then over here can stay dirt, and we'll kind of terraform around there. How loud is this on stream? Very. Very loud. Understood. It's loud for me. It's loud for you guys too. Fair enough. Break you. This is the drop point, and then... okay. That... That's not what I want to have there. There we go. Break the floor out a little bit. Fall into the water, why don't I? And there we go. So now that basic tunnel part's done, we'll kind of dig this out a little bit to, like, have it transition into the cavern a bit nicer. I can't really see anything that's going on right there, mind you. Do that. That works. We're kind of going to terraform this area inside of here, just because it's a really pretty little natural cave, little thing like that. Okay. And I want to keep this tree intact as well. That's the other big part of it. Break that. Need to account for the fact that the terrain doesn't really have a lot of space to work with. Okay. So I think this little ledge should be good. You can kind of fill in the floor over here just to have the terrain work a bit nicer. Yeah. And then this ledge over here, you can keep like that. And then just work around here. And we'll keep this sort of 3 tall bottom stone area as all stone, I'm thinking. I can't really reach up there. So yeah, this is just part of the tunnel, it looks like. Yeah, we'll bury this. We'll hide this. Okay. Good. There we go. There's gonna be a lot of, like, awkwardly placed grass. I don't know if I want to see the grass up at the top. Probably not, just to keep it consistent. So we'll go ahead and, like, make sure all of it's hidden. Which might be a little bit difficult. Good. Oh, hello, zombie. I am very happy you are not a creeper. Goodbye. We're gonna put some light right here, just to avoid anything silly happening. Okay, so all the ceiling dirt is gone. We can kind of, like, smooth this out a wee bit, just to keep it nice and clean. There. Good. We've done this segment over here. Now, let's take some stone. Kind of get these to be the way I'm wanting them. Have it curve, have it be like roundish on the inside. Can come over here now, and there. This area's already got, like, the kind of shape that I'm going for, I think. I could make this be a bit nicer. No, that's gotta stay there. Okay, that works. This feels a little bit cramped, which isn't great, but it's not a ton to do. Okay. That works. And over here. Kind of round this area out. Mine this. And that. Okay, so now the whole cavern is kind of like smoothened out. We'll do a bit of like work with the stone to make it feel a bit less even inside of here. Should have randomly turned this series into an ARG. Hello, Funna. Welcome, welcome. There are some silly plans. There are silly plans, we'll say. Things are gonna open up eventually, trademark. Not really an ARG, mind you, but there's things in the works. Okay, I think this area needs to be stone. Oh, that's wrong. I mean, I can go there, and that works out. Over here, put down some dirt. Silly plans, sounds fun, sounds fun. Nice cavern, thank you. This was already like here and it already had the tree. I'm just like kind of cleaning it up a little bit to make it into like a proper build within my mine build that I had been working on. Because I'm finally getting around to like fixing this up. Put a single piece of stone right here. No. The fire was like dark from being in the shadows. What? Hold up. That's goofy. Alright. That works out. And one more there. Then maybe just to have this be nice, kind of pillar the dirt as such. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and torch this inner area. I kind of wanted to like match up. The dark fire is cool, looking good, fun project. Thank you. This is what we've got so far. This is all really just kind of an elaborate entrance to the mine. I am thinking about like what I want to have down there. I haven't fully decided yet. Okay, let's come over to here, kind of where that mine cavern thing is. Let's say this ought to put me down where it is. Torch right there. Are we missing it entirely? I feel like we missed it entirely. Yeah, we missed. Okay, back up we go. Entire thing lights up. Maybe we'll dig up from there just to make sure we're in the right general area. All I'm trying to do is like match up the torches down there, basically. That's what I'm going for. Okay, so let's go ahead, dig up around here. Good. Poke our head out. Okay, so right here is where we'll start with the torching. Okay. keep my sacred torch grid aligned. It's obviously incredibly important. Good. Okay. So now the inside of this area is lit. I almost want to have a hole. Yeah, Thanksgiving. I almost want to have like a hole leading into here. Just for like that view of the sky. Hold up. Thinking. Because like having that tiny bit of skylight is nice, and then kind of like transition the walls into it. Something like that. The ceiling into it. And then we go ahead, kind of terraform this to match up a little bit nicer. So I need to like work this into here. Take some stone out. Do that. Good. This there. Okay, I think that worked out nice actually. And so now I just have this like little skylight bit. What do we think? We're gonna take a look at it from above. I feel like it'd be nice, but the build's a bit small and it kind of seems dinky, right? Like if it was a bigger cave, a hole to the surface would be nicer, but then again, having like this little window is cute. If I could hang leaves down there without them decaying, that'd be lovely. We'll leave this for now, and we'll see how we think about it over time. And if we want to make changes, we can. Because I think, in theory, it's cute. In theory, it's nice. Maybe it's, like, a little bit too big in this direction, I'm feeling. No. Come on. You can reach. We'll leave it like that for now, and then we'll worry about it more later. Now, drop down here. Oh, I gotta go fill up on coffee and finish that up. One sec. Very quick BRB. I have acquired more coffee. More coffee. Mmm. Scrumptious. Okay. Love a little dirt water in the morning. Tasty. Okay. So let's go ahead, bring this over to here. And then this will be the entrance point. Okay, if I can actually get up here. Thinking about how I want to do the kind of stepway down there. There's not lights on the outside for these. Okay. This is kind of the exit point. That works. If we come back over to here. So on each one of these, there's logs at the end of it, so let's actually put these right here. And then break this. And we're gonna kind of tear this wall out a little bit to account for the post. And then fall in the water that I can barely see. Okay. Take a little bit of stone, fill the floor back in. That doesn't need to be here. Good. Now, kind of tear this up a little bit. Mine into here, there. Break you. Good. And we can put this last plank right here. That part's good. And then little bit of logs down here. Like that, I'm thinking. Just to kind of lead down into the actual entrance to the mine. Or into the mine itself, I mean. Into the ground. Wait for day-night to transition so I can see worth a damn. Love some coffee. I feel old. Child me is probably like shaking and crying at the fact that I'm willingly drinking this stuff. Not even willingly, just actively enjoying it. It's not an, oh, I'll tolerate it for staying awake, I'm just vibing. I don't think you're supposed to like coffee. Okay, I need to get up and out of the water. Get in the water. Okay. Got patches of ore down here. Honestly, this will probably be where my iron stack goes. I'm thinking, well, no, we'll mine that out and we'll see what we want to do. Cause right, I'm thinking I want to have like 3 piles of ore, 1 for iron, gold, and coal. And then I'll kind of put slabs around them as like makeshift fences. But it makes sense for those to be at the like edge of the mine. So that way it's out of the way of like the actual equipment. And while this is the entrance to it, there should probably be like little boreholes. Maybe. And we could always go ahead and build like some machinery, or try to at least. Okay. As far as this goes, we'll deal with this patch of iron right here, and then we'll think. Could build like a drill. That could be a cute little thing. I'm thinking of like the one drill car from, what's it, freaking Lego Ninjago. Or like a smaller version of the one from The Last Airbender or something. Just like some sort of drill slapped onto the front of a vehicle. Could be silly. Okay. The whole place is now consistently stone. We have our way down. So I'm thinking what we'll do is to start, we'll have like a drill car. These will kind of serve as treads, I'm thinking. And it'll be nice and big. I'll even like look up a reference image of just a drill car. Drill car. No, drill car Ninjago. I had like a, there we go. I had a Lego set for this when I was a kid. Okay. This is literally the exact set I had. Oh my god. Cole's Earth Driller. I remember this. So it had like a big old wheel in the back, a big one at the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do treads, because I think tank treads make more sense for this kind of thing. We'll have it be 5 blocks long. How did this thing get down here? Well, do I want to answer that in world? I could have like a ramp going down for vehicle. Ooh, yeah, like a heavy construction vehicle ramp could be cool. Okay, that could be fun. the head of the drill will be made out of iron blocks, so I need to think of what I want the rest of it to be. Okay. This is also a bit wide, which, like, makes sense, but if it's this wide, I need it to be longer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 long, and then a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This'll be good. I'm thinking of what all I have in terms of stuff to use for, like, a car build. Stone would normally be a go-to, but let's go ahead and get iron as well. I guess iron and gold are the two main, like, metal blocks. I also need glass. But I'm picturing, like, this big ol' drill car just down at the bottom. And we'll need to bring the pathway over to here as well, which, that won't be a problem. In fact, we can do that right now, actually. Okay. You'll be fine on dirt. Two. Okay. We'll just kind of keep bringing it like this until we get to the thing. Also need to be putting torches down as I'm doing so before I end up forgetting to. Okay, good. And I guess the goal is to get over to here, so this should pretty evenly go into that, honestly. 2, 2. Break you. Yeah, this actually just lined up perfectly first try. I did the exact spot where I needed to. That can go there. And then we can put some dirt down to kind of like make that side of it be nicer. So over here. Very minor bit of terraforming. Okay, so now the path links up to the mine, which is good. Good. So let's return home, get our gold, get our iron blocks. Can condense all the dirt just fine. Ooh. I'm trying to like picture this in my head, right? We can go ahead and look at all the blocks we have access to. We're gonna want glass, obviously, for the actual thing itself. Do we want the car or the drill to be iron or gold? We gotta decide which one's gonna get which. We've got a gold understack right there. Don't think we have an iron. Don't think we do. Okay. Glass is down here. I don't think we had a glass understack. If we did, then that makes life easier, but probably not. Obsidian works good. Oh, obsidian's a good call. Can toss you. Toss the cobble. Already got the gold understack. In terms of just general blocks, iron, gold, obsidian, glass. One day we'll have a diamond block to put in the chest. That day is not today. That day is not today. And then I don't think like any of these other blocks really work good for this type of build. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be right back. I need to use the restroom right quick. So, be back somewhat shortly, hopefully. I'm back. I'm back. Alright. Let's go ahead, switch back to this. Desktop audio back on. Drink some coffee. Okay. Needed that. Little restroom break. Okay. What was I doing? What was I working on? Turn off caps lock. Oh yeah, the vehicle. The vehicle. Okay. What do we have in terms of understacks? We don't have an iron one. Don't have a obsidian. We do have glass. So we'll go ahead and make ourselves... Okay. Also, we have just a whole bunch of apples building up in here. I'm gonna take one of these apple stacks and eat that. Okay. Do I have an apple chest? I might. Very well might. Like, we have tool chests, which I was gonna put one of these accidental overstacks in. Tool, armor, apple. Okay, let's bring all those apples down, actually. Assuming these are actually apples and not... Yeah, they gotta be apples. I don't think I have golden helmets lying around. These are clearly apples. They look just like apples. They're apples. If it looks like an apple, tastes like an apple, it's probably an apple. Probably an apple. And over here. Yeah. It's kind of funny that you can, like, open it from anywhere. I wonder if you can do... Does the chest ever unload? I wonder? Like, is the game loading tile entities from part of the world when you move out of it? Because I can, like, get quite a distance from the chest, and if I... Hold up. I'm gonna do something very goofy. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save the game. I wonder if this will do anything funny or crash the game or something like that. We're gonna go ahead and put... Okay, no. It's not gonna work like that just because of the whole... What if I... That does function. So I can repeatedly jump. I can have multiple inputs going at once. Okay. And let's go ahead and put these planks in there. And now I can swim off into the sunset with the chest open. And I go slow, but I am going. I'm going extremely slow. What? I've stopped moving. Oh, is there a wall? No, I get slower as I try to move out. Huh. That's odd. Yeah, like I'm not pressing any movement buttons. It pulls me back in. Do I have the multiplayer mod installed? Is that part of it? I'm trying to remember. Here, we're gonna save the game real quick. It might be part of the multiplayer mod. Maybe that's like changing the functionality. Because I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to just go ahead and... Hold up. I'm gonna reopen Minecraft. I might have the multiplayer mod on, and that might be the old one, not the current one. And that might be making it to where... No, I don't. So I guess it just pulls you back in now. I didn't realize that they made it do that. I was under the impression that you could just swim out indefinitely. Okay. So, change of plan. Put that there. And now, we'll just keep going. And then once we're far away from it, then we'll put something in. Like, I'm not sure what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to see what happens if I'm, like, doing something like this. Okay. I can't really control where I'm going either. Straight line. Once we get to, like, the other part of the world, then I'll go ahead and, like, put the obsidian in it, maybe. Alright, we're slowly drifting to the side. That's fine. Let this keep doing its thing. I'm really just curious, right? Like, maybe there's some silly void trading-ish nonsense you can do. Like, changing what's in the chest. I don't know if it would have any practical implications other than just getting rid of my shit. But, like, seeing if I can put something in a chest that isn't loaded is what I'm going for. The issue is, I think the entire world is always loaded, I want to say. I might be wrong. But I want to say, like, it's probably just a matter of I have chest at coordinates here open. Alright, I'm drifting to the side. I'll be able to jump up that ledge. I want to say it's going to be just simple coded as, oh, that's the chest I have open, and it will edit the chest data of that coordinate, probably. So I don't think it matters that it's not loaded, maybe. We're waiting until... Okay, this is as far as we can go. So now let's go back over to there. We hit a wall. This was just an on a whim thing. I don't think it actually... I don't think this will have any issue. But if it does do something silly, then it's worth checking. Probably not. At least not with whatever that setup was. If anything, that chest was still loaded despite the render distance being what it was. Okay. Also, I didn't grab TNT to make the obsidian understack, so I need to go back inside and grab that. Okay. Now, yeah. That's just... nothing of note. Nothing of note. I didn't expect there to be anything. I feel like there's probably some silliness you can do with, like, somehow unloading tile entities with the movement glitch, with the moving while inside the GUI thing. Can I, like, move while the game is paused? Or not, like, move while it's paused, but... like, I can... I'm trying to think. You can, like, repeat inputs. I think it's just not going to let me open those if I do them the same frame. Okay. I can easily, like, do the movement and the opening at the same frame. That's one thing. Escape doesn't seem to do anything fun, though. There's gotta be, like, some silliness you can do. Just finding out all these quirks from having messed with this for so long. It's pretty fun. Okay. So let's go ahead, make our understack real quick of the obsidian, and then we'll get back over to... What about F5 and this? I'm gonna save before I try to do that one. This feels like it could be quirky. Yeah, F5 doesn't seem to be one I can trigger. I can do jump, but not F5. Boing. Sorry, I'm getting highly distracted. Highly distracted. Okay, let's come out over to here and set up the obsidian understack and the iron one. This will go well. Oh, I didn't take any damage. Nice. Wait, that's just very convenient. Okay, that worked out wonderfully. I thought I would take like a hit from that. I don't have to do anything other than just block the explosion with the chest. Well, that's nice. Okay. Let's return to the mine, work on the drill. We'll put like a little borehole as well, like where the drill would be digging into. Okay. Now let's think about this, like from a fundamental standpoint of how this type of build would work. Also, we're gonna bring this back 3 blocks. OBS? OBS, you get back here. You get back here, OBS. Why are you breaking? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, are we back? We're back. Stream tried to die there for a moment. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So it'll all be just one clean circle. And then kind of use like obsidian to link it to this part. Right, and so it'll link up to the car itself. Then go ahead and get the corners here as well. The drill has to be fairly long. So now we bring this out like 2. And it might well go into the wall as well. Like big hecking drill. We'll probably do some means of adding kind of definition to it. Big ol' golden cube right now. Okay. Using gold as scaffolding as well. Okay. And so now we kind of repeat what we did for this part. So do one on each of these parts. Kind of bring it inside a wee bit. We can mine into here. So anything that's like in front of this drill will be bored into for the hole. We'll make it to where it's like visibly gone through a good chunk of this. We'll like make the tunnel go a good ways and maybe prop it up with some mineshaft stuff. Perhaps. Okay. For now, just kind of dig through here a wee bit. I need to get up here as well. Oh, I'm getting called, one sec. Alright. I'm back. Sorry about the ringtone jump scare. Alright, I'm liking this. Like, just simply shape-wise, this is coming along good. Okay. Let's go ahead and find our way up onto the drill. Which, as far as like the vehicle itself is concerned, I'm thinking of using iron for most of it. And we'll add like some proper definition to the build in a little bit as well. It's just as a very basic start. Okay. So over to here is where this corner is. I don't think this will break into the park. It may, but I think we're good. Wish I could see whenever it was transitioning. Okay. That lines up with that corner. This lines up here. And then this whole ceiling bit is fine. Alright. Piece of gold right there. Let's go ahead and put some right there, some dirt, just so I'm not accidentally breaking the understack yet. And this will be like a big old borehole. We'll see what we want to do with the insides of it, but this is going to eventually be pretty long. I just need the start of it for now. I do kind of find it funny that, like, I'm working on finishing up a lot of old builds, right? But I'm also, at least for some of them, or honestly for all of them, I've kind of been leaving them in states where I can expand on it a bit more later. Like, with the farm, we ended up covering the top of it, like terraforming over it, so that we can do a building on top of there at some point. With the park, we've gone ahead and, like, made the fence, made the paths and all that, but there's a lot of just open blank space to go ahead and do stuff. And now, with this mine, we're setting up for, like, a big old mine shaft borehole. And, like, we're not gonna be finishing this up anytime soon. Because my main focus is with the inside of the mine, like with over here. Okay. I think as a concept, I'm liking the big drill. The drill's a good call. Drill car, drill tank, whatever we're going to be going with, whatever we're calling this thing. I do like it as a concept. It's also the first, like, vehicle I've built on here. I've built a boat, but I've not built, like, a car or anything like that before. What? Hold up. Did I break my... Oh, I broke my stone understack. No. Well, that's no good. Gonna need to make a new one of those. For now, I'm not gonna worry about, like, this area. I just want to finish up the drill. Okay. Climb up here. Fall back down. And then the tip. Two, three, four. Right there. And it kind of just gets a bit longer towards the end. Okay. So the basis of the drill is done. Now we'll go ahead, kind of finish this wall of iron right here. And I want to be able to go inside of this sort of tank type build. Which the top of it's not going to go all the way up. Just gonna go up to here, right? Kind of break the corners out, I'm thinking. And have this be a sort of tube type thing for a good chunk of it. So instead of having this, like, go down to the bottom, we'll bring it out like this to start. And we'll have sections where the treads kind of connect to it, I'm thinking. So the current plan. Do. Like that. And then do the same on this side. Now, as for how the treads connect, I can do it like that. Kind of have like the iron, do that, and then top it off with slabs, maybe? Okay, let me see like what tank treads look like, because I'm doing this wrong. They wouldn't attach at the top of the wheel. What am I thinking? Okay. So for tank treads, they kind of like go around a thing. So it would be like this. And then I can kind of go ahead and finish this up by... Okay. Okay, wait. I'm feeling this. We'll use obsidian for these inner bits as like the spots where it's rotating around. Right, and then come up this way. And we'll leave this little corner thing to have it feel more like treads. Okay. Now, go ahead and put the iron there. And so that feels like wheels. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Now, we'll do this on the other side. One, two. One, two. One, two. Over here, it still has like that disconnect. Connect these parts. Can't like do it. I have to attach it to the actual top of the block, or else it just doesn't work. Okay. So that'll be our sort of tank treads, and then if I look at this little drill car thing, what we'll do is we'll bring this in just a little bit so that the treads extend past the back of the car. Well, I say that. So the issue with this is this has like big wheels to counteract the drill balance-wise. So what I need is I need it to go past the back. I need the like actual vehicle to counteract the weight. Let's do that. I want to do this. And then we can have like, oh, we can have like big old metal doors on the back. It's like a way to climb in. Okay, I don't want to go too far backwards, just because it will look a little bit silly since... I say that, no matter what, it's gonna look kind of silly. But in like a fun way, I think. Okay, so we'll do it like this. And then up here we'll have like metal doors be opened. Okay. And we'll use cobblestone to kind of mark where we want to have things be. But first let's go ahead and just fill in the inside of this. Get these walls going. Now, on this side, we have 3 blocks. Oh, okay. One sec, be right back. Headphones on. Is stream loading for everybody? I'm back. I was grabbing some food my grandpa brought home. Let me see if I can pull this up on my laptop, because it's giving me a playback error on my phone. Okay, it's working on my laptop, so we're good. We're fine. I only need to see the chat on my phone anyways. Okay. I'm not eating full on right now, because I have work later, so I want to wait until closer, but I have fries. Little snack. Good fries, too. Tasty ones. Okay. So this we'll have go in like 3. So we'll do the top the same. Back 3 this way. Hop on. Ow. About to say hop on over to there. Or I could just fall. Whichever comes first. Like that. Can't be making the jumps. I'm weak. My legs are weak. Weak, sad little legs. Okay. Now, I'm kind of thinking of almost having like submarine style windows on this thing. This is not like an actual well-made vehicle, I feel, in terms of like real life, but oh well. Man, that's tasty. Oh, Jesus Christ! I didn't realize what was happening until my health bar was almost gone. Okay. So just as the basic shape of this, that works. Now, for this front bit, we're going to like properly attach it via obsidian. So we're going to kind of tear this back a little bit and have the front not appear to be rounded, at least down here at the bottom. I want the actual drill part attachment thing to be a bit more, like, have a bit more to it, basically. Okay. Good. Now, let's run around to the other side. And I'm thinking we do this. Yeah. And kind of have it, like, connect like that. Okay. Have our way up. And do that. Or no. Like this. That look right? Yeah, that looks good. Have a couple of fries. Now, as for the windows, and honestly, I'm thinking here at the front, I don't want it to have that sort of back part. I do want it to just be flat. Looks like that. Just because the drill part kind of changes it a wee bit. Now, I want to make the back entrance to the vehicle first, before I worry about windows. So, what I'm thinking is we come over here, And we kind of go ahead and fill this in with obsidian to start. And then we make some proper, like, metal doors, opening and going outwards. Which, maybe we want to see the iron there. Or see the obsidian there? Oh, this is gonna start turning off because my stream isn't showing, isn't it? Oh, did my stream break? No. YouTube mobile, what are you smoking? What are you doing right now? What the heck? YouTube mobile is crapping itself. It's being a little goober. And so we'll have like those kind of opening doors. Break these top sections. And even go ahead and like... We'll do the same thing we did for the drill bit. In that we'll kind of like attach it by these single iron blocks on each part. I'm thinking. Or would it be better without those? I think it'll be better without them. Now the bottom of it still has to have that. Do I want to see the obsidian from the side? It's nice having it like differentiate, but okay. Put that there to kind of like bring the weight forward this way a little bit, and then silly drill car. Now, as for the top of it, I'm not sure how I like want to do that. Maybe have like little almost pipes. Ooh. Okay, what we'll do is we'll bring this obsidian out like this to separate the back from the door. Right? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going for. And then we can go ahead and like kind of have this go behind this plate. Like so. So this outer plate is just made of iron, and then the inside seems like it's made of obsidian. Inside slash bottom. Okay. I think that's how we'll handle it. Climb up top. Get this segment. And now this top bit of obsidian. I don't think we messed with that one. But that kind of like differentiates that from there. Now the windows. I'm thinking. We'll make the inside of this, we'll make the floor be obsidian. I'm thinking. Well, at least the edges. At least the edges of it. Put some torches down just for basic visibility. Finish covering this segment. We'll have like a driver's room. With a little slab window segment here, maybe? Or just a normal window. But I think the slab window into the managing room. And then we'll set up like a little computer device, which I guess we'll represent with like... That looks like a fish tank, not a computer. That looks like a fish tank, not a computer. Wish I could see. We'll kind of represent the screen with... We could do paintings on it. We do something like this, and this will be the screen of it, so this is how you'd see. And then the inside part of the drill. And we'll put paintings on here, and this will be like the visibility screen for the drill. And we'll have like benches along one of the sides for the workers. Okay. We're cooking. The manager room will stay ironous, the floor, I'm thinking. Big drill car. And then, let's get back up here. Like that. Okay, good. And then, our benches for the workers to sit on as the drill goes through. And windows. So that they can look out and watch for ore. And they should probably have the benches back here as well, so they can... Not the benches, the windows back here. Should I put benches on both sides? I think I should. So they can be sitting there, talking to each other from across the thing. Okay. I'm liking it. A little window into the office. Put down a chair for them. And then I'm thinking we go ahead and put down a couple of crafting tables. Like a crafting table right there. We'll toss that down there for now as well. We're gonna want some crafting material just out and about. Crafting table there. We'll put chests in here as well. Alright, I broke my understack, which is fine. But those can go there. So we have like a place for things. And then I'm thinking, do you want to have a bookshelf for the people? Maybe like a bookshelf up here for the manager. That be good? Yeah. Put that in there. Can get rid of this big ol'... This almost looks like a spaceship of some kind. Or just some general space-age vehicle. Okay. Let's go ahead, get up to the top right quick. And then I think we will do some obsidian up here. Not a whole bunch, but that's not where I wanted to put that. I knew I was gonna misplace one at some point. I knew it was gonna happen. Eat some fries while I mine this. Okay. Now I could have the top kind of match the bottom with the obsidian. Or I could just go ahead and like have those corner bits of the roof match it. And so that way, let's come up top and see how that looks up here. Okay. I'm not too sure what I'm trying to do with this. Right now, it's kind of some doohickey. Here. I guess we can kind of have this trail along it. That's what I'm thinking. So this is one corner. That's the other. So over to here. And it's almost like this rib, maybe? It's like a fin. Okay. I didn't mean to put those there. I guess it's just kind of a rounded top to it. Yeah, that works. Now, it feels a bit unbalanced. I should have a window in the captain's office. Captain's office, manager's office, driver's seat, whatever we're calling it. Good. And then we can run back home, grab a bookshelf. I'm thinking. Yeah, that helps the balance quite a bit. Okay. Now I just need a way up onto here. Which... we can have just like a little tiny platform there, I think. A little mini ramp. Okay. We can always question how this thing got down here and build something for it, but... I don't know. I think it's easier not to question it and just be happy that we have a giant drill. Let's go up to the top. I do quite like this little nature area. It's very cute. I'm liking that. I do think the entire inside of the tread should have obsidian, or at least like back behind these bits. So we do it like that. Yeah, that looks better. Looks a bit more natural. Okay. Run around this way. And big old drill. I'm happy with this. This came along quite nice. Do we want to like put obsidian around the windows maybe? To kind of give them some... Maybe not obsidian. Let's see what the slabs look like. Give it like some coverage, basically. Okay. What if we connect all these? Okay. I like that. We just gotta, like, give the vehicle some definition. So it's not just a big old chunk of iron, right? That's the main final step for this thing. And we can kind of come towards the middle and do... Thinking... I don't think that should snap down. Yeah, there's full blocks of air, so we're not going to run into that bug. Okay. Like that. Yeah. Thinking. Maybe do it like that. Fall off. Yeah, that's a bit nicer. Okay. Break this pillar as well. Do I prefer that rounded or flat? I think flat. Yeah. Because now it kind of looks too much like the treads. Okay. We're experimenting. Another call. Okay, I'm back. Once again. Once again. I need to, like, untangle my headphone wire when I get a chance. This thing's becoming a wee bit of a mess. I can toy with it a little bit, but yeah, no. Not right now. I've dropped a good amount of frames this stream. I'm not really liking that. I don't know why my YouTube mobile is just not cooperating. It's being very weird. Very weird. Like, I know the stream is working. Okay. Hop over here. My goodness. Alright, I'm back again. That is the 5th call from Grandpa today. Grocery shopping and food gathering shenanigans. Okay. I'm happy that I didn't do this on the other side yet. Because this is just what it's supposed to look like. That's good. Don't have to... Oh my goodness! Okay, we're back again. That is 6 calls from Grandpa today and counting. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Every time I sit down, every time I think I'm good. Okay. I think, though, this might be done. As far as the big old drill is concerned, it's looking good. This came out nice, actually. I'm a little bit surprised. Okay. Finally done with that. So as far as things go down here, and we're gonna want to just put little crafting tables and furnaces and chests and stuff all around the place in a little bit. As far as this goes, I think the last things I want to do is like the ore piles. So... one. We'll do iron, then gold, then coal. In that order. This will be the gold one. And we'll have like the coal be the biggest. Or we can do iron, gold. This will be the coal pile. Then we'll have the coal one be over here. And it'll be bigger than that iron one over there. And then the gold one will be by it. And it will be smaller. That looking good? Looks good. Like that. Okay. So let's go ahead, take the coal, start this pile. And just kind of build it up a little bit, and then we'll sculpt it. And this can even like come up to above it, just because coal is common. And so we'll have like a big old pillar. Okay. I'm seeing the vision. The vision is coming together, and the mine is going to be done today. It's going to be great. Okay. We'll leave our little coal monolith there for a moment. Kind of take a look at this. And then... okay. Mine this top part. So this central piece right here is going to be the very top. And it's just going to be a very steep kind of spike of coal ore, basically. Where it's all just been piled, lumped together. Alright. Okay. Now... so I think 3 for the tip. Watch my frames die for a moment there. Watch as my phone screen turns off because YouTube is breaking actively with my live chat. Okay. that one can be there. The rest of these are kind of near the corners. We'll have the ones around it be normal. Like that. Okay. Those two can go down. And the gold pile will be smaller than both of these. And this back segment, I'll work around itself. So have this one be there. And then good. Kind of sculpt this bit. Okay. Looks good. So that's the first of the piles. The gold pile is next, and this one's just going to be a lot smaller. Still have a little bit of size to it, but not going to be anything impressive. Good, good. That's the gold one, and then lastly, we have the iron pile just over here. This one will be taller than the gold, but shorter than the coal. Just go ahead and bring this up to like here, maybe? Yeah. About right there. There we go. Get all the render distance to be as far as you can go. We're gonna save the game real quick as well. It's been a little bit. Okay, bring it all up to here. And this one... With these three piles, this takes up quite a bit of like the space of the mine, which is good. So then we really just have this area being open. And I think that's kind of nice, so you can like properly see that. We could have like a little rinky-dink pathway out of wood, I'm thinking. Okay. Like that. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Lag spike. Like that. Put one right there. Right up there. There. And then we'll go ahead and break this and actually add like 2 more right there. Watch as my phone screen turns off again. Struggling, fighting. Stream is behaving badly on my phone right now. Don't know why. Don't know why. Okay. So that's all our little ore piles. I think we're gonna make this one shorter. Let's kind of shave a block off the highest of each one of these points. And then give this like one more block this way. Just to kind of counterbalance it. The gold pile is like supposed to be very small. There we go. That's nicer. I still want it to look fine. Like that, and break you. Now it's consistent. Okay, all of our ore piles are done. And so lastly, final thing that there is to do is we'll make this little pathway, bring it around to those piles, and go ahead and have it reach the back of the vehicle as well. So we'll do it in things of 3, I'm thinking. Or 3, and then 4, 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 2. Okay. Make some more planks. And we'll work on this pathway. And then once the pathway is done, we'll kind of just put crafting tables and chests and furnaces around so that anyone working in the mines has all their stuff, everything that they could need. Okay. One, two, three. Kind of bring this over to here. Okay, so this is the connection point. So we have 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Like this. Good. Swipe my phone a little bit so the chat doesn't freaking die. Okay. Good. And then kind of bring this around this way. Another 32 planks. We'll break this one piece of it too. curve it around there at the end, and okay. Because this isn't really meant to go anywhere, it's just a path to have kept clear through the inside of the mine. Okay. I'm liking the big old drill. I think the drill was a good call. Okay, so now. Go ahead and just make a good bit of crafting tables. Kind of toss these out and about. I want these to be like all over the place. All over the place, so that anywhere you go down here, you'll have your little crafting stations and your furnace stations. Because I'm imagining, like, in World, this would have a bunch of workers, right? All just kind of toiling away and doing what they do. Okay. So any given one of them has to have access to their own crafting table at any point. So I'm thinking I don't want the ones right next to the drill, actually. That feels like a safety hazard. Well, violation. So I'll break these three on this side, and all the work equipment will be on this side of the path, like over here. Okay, so now get our furnaces down. Good. And lastly, let's toss these extra crafting tables. Or toss some of this cobble, I don't need all that. Make ourselves some chests. 48. Each one of these will have a chest by it, so that the workers can put their stuff in there for whenever they're doing things. And we'll just go ahead and, like, finish each of these little stations. Good. And now, on each of these fences, we'll put a thing for the ores. Kind of fill them up a wee bit. Good. Do one for the gold. It'll have a lot less within it. Need 2 more chests, one for the gold, one for the coal. Good. And then over here, not by the drill, for the coal. Okay. Just kind of wildly fill this, because the coal one would have a lot more material. Okay, good. And then this one will have just a couple of small stacks of it, kind of haphazardly strung about. Good. Add some spice to it with a couple of blocks. Over here, merge some stacks. And then fill the gaps with pieces of coal. Just do everything I've got in my inventory for this one for lack of having an understack. Good. And then over here at the iron, good bit of stacks of these. Okay, so now let's head up to the top and see how this is looking. We're gonna save the game real quick. Alright. I want to go ahead and make this stone real quick. Not torches, please. There we go. I love this little verdant cave. It's very nice. Have our big old drill machine. Alrighty. Look at that. The mine, I think, is finally done. Let's go. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot of this. So I want to say that is the final build that's just kind of been sitting around, like the final full-fledged, not like a pathway or a terraforming thing, the final full-on build that's just been sitting here waiting to be finished for who knows how long. Like we started it a while back, but now it's finally done. Take that screenshot and send these to Pigs. So that way I have them in DMs somewhere where they're easy to find. Easy to find. Okay. Let's go. We did it. So, we've still got like a solid, I think, 40-ish minutes where I could be streaming. I mean, I think I'll work on the pathways a bit. Work on the pathways until I'm done for the day. But that's the last big thing I needed done. I mean, I could also work on terraforming the side up a bit. That wouldn't hurt to do. Either or, either or. But first, let's clean up the inventory a wee bit. Okay. That's the last proper build thing I want to say, unless I can think of anything else that's just kind of been waiting for me to finish it. I love how I always like grab the mossy cobble understack thinking I'm gonna use it and just never do. That's flowing water. I don't know why I didn't have the little bit right there. Oh, because I did the vault. That's why. That would be why. Okay. All these other understacks can just go in here. We'll keep the dirt, keep the gravel. And the rest of these things can all get put away. Also, let's line that back up. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. 8 stone. All this extra cobble, I'll turn it into furnaces, why not? Huh. Okay, that can go downstairs. The dirt in this one. Do that. Wood goes over here, since I accidentally broke that stack. That understack. And lastly, the crafting tables and furnaces go way downstairs. Way downstairs. Good. I am very happy with that. Okay. Because now, there's not really anything to stop me from finishing up the arena. And then the village is just kind of a general work on it over time thing. Just add houses every now and then. So we've kind of gone ahead and just caught up. It took a big while, but we did it. Okay. So I was going to continue this pathway over towards the desert. So let's go ahead and work on that. Right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yeah, we'll be working on the pathways for the rest of the day. That's what I'm thinking. For the rest of the stream, I mean. Because I do have work today. In a little bit under 2 hours. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, stream seems to be behaving fine now as well, which is good. Four. And I'm thinking I'll have it like turn around here. Can be a small turn, doesn't have to like take too long. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Then 1, 2, 3. And it can continue doing its... Where am I? Where am I? Get out of there. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Alright, so this is ground that has been terraformed over. Understood. Okay. Okay. 2, 2, 3, 4. And this segment, so right here comes out 3, so this would 2. One after it goes out 3. So this would 2. Let's make the curve as even as we can. And then the one after it only goes out 2. One, 2, 3. You've got like a pond down there or something. 3, 4. Make our big old piles of gravel down here. And now I think it's just carry on as normal. Okay. And we'll kind of just alternate, or we'll keep going this way a little bit before we start alternating. Right now we're just kind of having it pass by the desert, I think. Not sure what I want to do about the desert, honestly. I could have it go into there. Like, I could have it lead up to the temple, but I kind of don't want to have the path go into the desert at all. Especially since, like, the temple is broken, right? The temple's been broken for a long time, and I've kind of, like, gone back and forth in my head between whether or not I want to fix it. or just leave it as a, oh yeah, whenever torches ended up breaking, right? Like whenever torches got data, it caused the temple to collapse in on itself. So like if we run over here, right, and check inside, you'll see that the sand isn't gone, it just fell down. So it's like a collapsed desert pyramid, which is kind of neat. Like, I think it's kind of cool. So I don't think I want to fix it, but because we're not having it be a full building, like, with the inside, it doesn't really warrant the pathway going to it. So I don't think I want to go into the desert. I think I just want to kind of meander about at the side of it. I think that's gonna be the play. And then one more this way, I think. And then we'll start going kind of back and forth. Since the pathway is more or less going straight, but I don't want it to be straight. No straight allowed. Okay. Okay. Over here. And I just kind of want to like go back to this way too. Back and forth. Like right next to the desert. So you can have a nice clear view of it, right? We're just not going inside the desert, I think. Right? It's more of a stay on the path at all times. Also have a clear view of the chat statue. 2, 3, 4. Now, this does kind of like get highly cramped over here, I'll say. Which I could be doing something weird. Four comes forward 2. 4 comes forward 2. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I see the problem. This middle bit isn't really accounting for the fact that the curve's up there. So I think we need to have the inside of it be like that. And then we can do things. Fall down. Why don't I? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Doing this pathway like this gets a little bit quirky, a little bit odd. I mean, because I'm trying to like just keep it feeling fluid no matter where on the path you are, even if it's not going anywhere but a straight line, right? So now, we're basically repeating what we did over there. So it comes down 2 steps inwards. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do what we did on this side. Okay. Which is basically come to a 2 spot over here. I'm like being very particular about how I'm doing this. Because from there it's 2 inwards. Like that. Put down the dirt. Broke the dirt understack, that's fine. That's bound to happen. That's what we're doing. Alright, and then rinse, repeat, I guess. It's becoming night. Okay. I do want that to be there. Okay. Then come back up. 1, 2, 3 things so far. I'm being very peculiar about this. Peculiar? No. Particular. That's the word. That's the word. Make sure everything's connected proper. Okay. I think it's just a slow day, slow stream. You know, the last couple of ones have had a good bit of people hanging out. Nice and quiet and relaxed today. So I can kind of like work around this being the shape that we have right now on just like both sides. So it's 1, 2, 3, back down 2. And then into. Right? That essentially, yeah, more or less. And we're just about at the farm, and the chat statue, and the dock. Okay. 4... And then this one will probably keep going this way and have it branch out over here. So we're basically at the end of it going back and forth. Just need to finish this segment of it. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2. And this is gonna be where it branches off to go to the... Wait, no, we already have a pathway to the farm. Hold up. Okay, never mind. So we do want to go this way entirely. 3, 4... And now I think we're just back to normal pathway stuff, instead of going back and forth. Okay, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Kind of mine out this whole area, go through all the flowers. I'm so sorry, little flowers. Okay. could always be interesting having spots where the pathway kind of changes up, maybe? But we'll see. Like where it changes what it's made out of, I mean. Okay. Comes over this way, and we'll just keep going, kind of pass right by the chat statue, and get over to the dock just over that way. I don't think I want to have the path go up the ridge. That's more of like a secret room up there. It's currently my thought process. Like, there's very much a room there. And we could do a ladder downwards now that we know about the... Now that we know about the water ladder strats. So we could always expand that at some point, too. Really just leaving the door open for a lot of things. With how we're doing this. Okay. I want to go next to this little ridge. Instead of on top of it for the most part. So, let's actually change this to be 3. Right? And so that way it kind of goes alongside it for a little bit. Okay. Bring the pathway over here. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good. Put that there. Keep the path transitioning nicely. We're gonna have a lot of lighting up to do once we get to the dock. The dock is like my goal for the pathway. That's where I'm trying to get to. Then I might take an isometric and just see what it doesn't lead to and correct that. And correct that. Save the game. It's been a good while. Okay. Kind of wrap around this ledge. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Three, 3, back to 4. And then we'll continue going that way towards the dock. You might do a turn, maybe? Like right now, this has been a very straight path. Very much so. So I'm thinking of doing like a turn at some point. The path doesn't lead to the birthday cake, which like, it doesn't need to. It really just doesn't have any reason to go to the cake. Oh shoot, my torch understack is about to die. That's bad. Let's fix that. That is not something I want to have happen. I was like, wait, where did that go? I'm gonna put a couple of these up there for buffers as well, just while I'm working on this. Okay. Here we go. There. Follow the pathway. Get everything nice and bright. Continue my mass torch placement all over the place. All over the place. I wonder how this would look like on a map. I don't know if the torches can potentially get picked up by the maps. If they can, it'll be very funny. Seeing just like a bunch of bright orange yellow dots absolutely pelting the map of this area eventually. It'd be kind of funny. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. And so that way it stays consistently not going on this ledge. Okay. I will stab you if you get in my way, sheep. I am not afraid to do this. I didn't even do that first one on purpose. You asked for it. Okay. Okay. Trying to dig out my pathways in peace. Have my big gravel road all over the place. And these little farm animals just can't help themselves. Just can't help it. Just can't help it. Okay. So now we're going to do kind of a turn. Right over here. I am trying to avoid hitting you guys. I don't know why you're all congregating by me. I don't know if... What are you all doing? Go away. Go away. All of you. Go away, all of you. You're going to get hit with a shovel. I'm not even trying to hit the animals right now. I'm not even doing that. They're just being goobers. Absolute rapscallions. Okay, so this is going to go over here and then kind of through this pathway. Is the current plan. Good. Collect a crap ton of dirt from that. Okay. Oh, those torches aren't even going into the stacks in my inventory, I'm now realizing. Just because, like, I have some in my hotbar. Okay, well. Rip. It's fine. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost reached the dock. We're very close now. Having the pathway to the dock finished having the mine finished, just several things done. It's gonna be very, very nice. Stop pushing me around. I am trying to work. I don't want to be stabbing all these little creatures. I'm not trying to be mean. They're just being goobers. Being goobers. Let me work in peace. It's not a difficult concept to grasp, I'm sure. Kind of like wind it through here a little bit. Good. What is this stone doing down here? What? What are you? What? Oh, this is where I was working on like the mob farm. I guess I just built over it. Okay. Fair enough. Understood. 3. And then turn it once more this way. 2, 3. And we'll just kind of alternate between that. Right? Yeah. So 3, 5, 3, 5, up until we reach the end. Okay, let's real quick go ahead and fill in these path borders. Just get all this nice and good. And then we'll go ahead and fill in the actual path once we get to the dock. So I just want to have the layout of this finished. I'm very close to doing that. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. This spot. That with 5. 2, 3. And kind of bring this inwards just a little bit. Like that. 5, 3. I'm in the office. He's calling me. He knows I'm in the office. Alright, I'm back once again. Pull the chat back up on my phone, and... Alright. You kind of... So this torch marks the center of it. So I think what I'm going to do... So I'm not going to go out this far. But instead... Well... Yeah, this is pretty much as center as I'm going to get. Yeah, this is good. So let's finish filling all of this in. Got time to eat something before work. I'll probably have like the ribs after I'm home. I'll have like some noodles or just something quick. This pig. Okay. But yeah, that's now over to there. So I just have to fill in all of this. And then the pathway will be done. At least to the dock. I'll need to take an isometric and see what everything is looking like. See what all hasn't been reached by the pathway yet. But it's a basic, just builds I can think of off the top of my head that need to be reached. We're pretty close to having the pathways complete. I think the next stream I do will be terraforming that side of the world where the tower bases used to be. And then we might just be good to go. Have this kind of like wind around a wee bit, and then over to here. We'll start lighting up the inside. Okay. Let's light the path and continue on towards where we started this. Good. Already got a trail to the path, or not to the path, to the farm. Oh, going... Alrighty, back unmuted. Stream's kind of been a little bit all over the place, but progress is still being made, so we're good. We're vibing. Okay, torches are good. We'll wait for night to finish happening. Oh, still need some over here as well. Looks like we broke it a little bit. And so the farm's over there. I want it to be fully nighttime, just because if I try to take an isometric now, the light will be all over the place. Oh. Unmuted again. This stream has been all over the place with the constant muting and unmuting. I'm sorry. Okay. Finish just lighting up in here right now, I guess. Kind of do that. I don't know if I want to have a trail go to the swamp in the same vein that I'm not having like a dedicated path heading to the desert. It's kind of like an artificial biome, so it's more of terrain instead of a full-on build, I think. And because of that, plus like Shrek's house, Shrek wouldn't have a trail going to it. He'd be off the beaten path. Off the beaten path. So I'm not thinking we're not going to go over to there. Hello, Rewers. There's confirmation that my stream is working and that my YouTube on my phone is just being a goober. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? You're catching the tail end of the stream. I'm going to be heading off pretty soon because I've gone ahead and gotten quite a bit of stuff done today. Namely, we'll run over that way real quick. I've finished the mine build, the one that I had started quite some time ago. So, to my knowledge, out of just the old, half-started, not really had all too much done, studying math, nice. Is that a nice, or is that a I'm so sorry? A little bit of both, a little bit of both. Right now I'm just kind of lighting up some of the pathway within the park real quick, since I've been working on pathways and whatnot. Both? Yeah. Let's see. Alright, let me head over to the mine. I'll worry about the rest of the light here later. And we'll take an isometric and see what all needs pathways. Let me mute real quick. Alright, I'm back again. Muted like a dozen times the stream. Okay. Lots of little interruptions, but we're getting progress done, so it's fine. What was I doing? Mine. Showing off the mine. So yeah, we finally finished this build. If we come over to here, get a good look at it. So yeah, the mine is now done. We have like a couple of little ore piles. We have a big old drill machine. We might work on like the tunnel as its own thing at some point. But this was the big thing that we did today, right? And like this just little entrance to the mine has been sitting here for who knows how long. So thank you. I'm very happy with how this turned out. And then if we head over to here, we also went ahead and continued the pathway alongside the desert. It doesn't go into the desert or to the temple, just because like the desert temple is collapsed, right? Whenever torches got kind of block updated within one of the versions, it caused all the sand to fall in on itself. So if we walk into here, it's a collapsed desert temple now. It used to all be supported, but it's not anymore. Very much not. And then over here, the pathway just kind of goes next to the desert, and it leads down to the dock. Oh, Rewers, were you in the stream yesterday? Were you watching yesterday? We discovered a little trick that I did not know about prior. I'd like had hints of it existing while working on the farm, and I finally registered what was going on, and I took advantage of it. So, there's a silly little thing, and I think it's probably documented on the wiki in terms of like hitbox stuff. I checked the history and couldn't quite make out when it got changed. But there's a little thing with water. And basically, going this way and this way, it expands just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit past the actual, like, block. So it's like a tiny bit of here and a tiny bit of here. The water expands. So that's why I had, like, those slabs with water. That's why I would sometimes float. And I registered the fact that because of that, you can kind of do it on the corner. And so we now have a ladder pre-InfDev. So we have a way to go up the crow's nest. Now, oh, and that's why I put the slabs up there, because it's a little bit awkward with the getting up if you try to go on like any other part. But with the slabs, very easy to get up here. So now we can go ahead and climb. It's along the direction that's facing 0, 0. So over there is our 0, 0. But yeah. I registered that fact today while working on the swamp build, because I was like, I want to have a ladder going down. What's a good way to contain this within the little outhouse, Shrek's little outhouse in there? And I thought about it and I was like, wait, so that's what's going on here. But then after a moment, I kind of had the epiphany of like, oh my goodness, I can finally climb this. Because the whole reason I couldn't before was we didn't have ladders. But this lets me get around it. So I'm very happy about having figured that out. Yeah. It's just like clipping through, basically. Like the interaction space clips through this corner. Now you have to like really be up against it, right? Like you have to be standing in the corner, because otherwise you just kind of fall. But yeah, in20100223 ladders. They're real. We found them. It only works along like that corner. So let me jump back up here real quick. Only works along that corner. We're also gonna take that. We'll take the isometric once it becomes day. It's about to change. Only works on the 0, 0 corner of the water. So all the other ones, they just function as normal. Because it only clips on this side and this side. And so because of that, like, the only way you're going to be able to hide it through blocks is the intersection between them. But yeah. Wonderful discovery as of yesterday. I feel like it's opened up a good amount of things. And we'll see how we take advantage of that. Eventually ladders will get added and it's just not going to be, you know, necessary anymore. I wonder, when did they patch this? I'm not too sure. Later I'm going to test the version where ladders got added and see if it's still in by that point. Because if it is, then there's just not going to be any downtime between me being able to climb, which will be very nice if that's the case. If it gets patched before ladders, I'll be a little bit sad, because then I won't be able to reach the crow's nest again for a little while, but we'll see. Like, optimally, this just has a version range that is the entirety of when it would be needed. Not confident in that, but that would be the best thing. Okay. We'll wait for it to finish becoming day. I'll take my isometric so I can take a look at the world, see what all is needed. I'm gonna have to go ahead and pretty much end this as soon as it becomes day, mind you. Just for the fact that I need to get ready for work a little bit earlier than normal. But yeah, big stretch. Good stream today. I don't think I have any other major builds. I'm taking the isometric just so I can like see where the path goes and where it doesn't. After that, like after the pathway is completely done to all current builds, It's really just terraforming that side, which I'm going to do next stream. And then we should be good to continue the arena. It's fine, you're going to sleep soon anyways. Fair, fair. I'm very pleased with the process that's been made. Progress that's been made. Ah. Wait, I'm just waiting for these torches to update. Come on. Come on. Come on, I want to make ramen. I want to make ramen and go. Okay, there we go. F7. Okay. Save the game real quick. But yeah. Next stream is going to be a terraforming one. I'm like 80% sure. And then there shouldn't be any super duper old projects that I've been waiting for literal months, if not over a year for some of them, to get done. Let me go ahead and take a quick look at this. Pictures. I guess this isn't something that I need to do on stream. I'm not going to put the isometric up on here. Not right now, at least. Right, but yeah. Thank you for stopping by, Rowers. Lovely seeing ya. Hope you have a good night. Take care.